When did it hit you when you thought you had something that could work?
So I'll back up even a few more years to 2004 when I was a senior at the University of Dayton and sitting around with my housemates watching basketball, like so many games we had seen before, high level play, really intense competitive game. When it comes down to the final stretch, that it's the least exciting part of the game, and the game's become so warped in many ways. And we sat around, and we were talking that day, like, it's so weird the way that the game changes so much to, frankly, an inferior brand of basketball. And we tried to brainstorm ways of addressing that, but we didn't have any viable or original ideas at the time. But in 2007, a few years later, that's when the light bulb came on and really realized, well, okay, all these different phenomena that we see late in games, whether it's stalling by the leading team or deliberate fouling by the trailing team when they're on defense, or rushed and sloppy possessions by the trailing team when they're on offense, or just kind of a dearth of late comebacks and many big games and good games throughout basketball history that just kind of fade out with a whimper. All these different phenomena are attributable to the game clock. And so that's when I first thought, well, maybe if you just got rid of the clock at the end of the game, that maybe it would address these issues. Now, even then, I thought, okay, well, there must be some fatal flaw to this. There must be something that I'm overlooking. Or at first, it seemed like a gimmick to me. So I wanted to explore the idea, but really I only explored it because I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it. But the more that I researched it, the more that I really believed that it was necessary and that it was sound and that it had the potential to be very cool. And again, I consider myself the toughest critic of the Elam ending because I really try to scrutinize it in and out. But I believe in it very strongly, and now I think many others in the basketball world are starting to see the merit in that concept.